If you'd like to follow the path of the sonic explorers, such as myself or someone like Robert Fripp or any number of the people who've come along the same path, I would urge you, first of all, to be true to yourself. Don't try to do something else. Don't try to follow some trend or listen to anyone else. Do what is in your mind that you really want to do. And I would urge you to spend a lot of time research. Go out, play all the different things that are available. Spend some time at music stores. Try out devices till you finally think, this is really doing something interesting for me. You have to be careful with what you do, or otherwise you get overwhelmed, as well as the fact that, you can't really afford to have everything. No one can. You don't have time or money for that. So you have to educate yourself, sit down, read as much as you can about all the things, read the reviews, talk to the specialists at Sweetwater Sound, do all your homework, and then gradually you'll start to notice, this is the kind of area that I like. I like this stuff over here. I like this here, choose and pick, and it's kind of, to me, it's like what a painter does with a palette. You can have any colors you want on there, but you put the few that you want, and you mix them the way you want, and you put it on there the way you want, and if it's not right, you change it a little bit, you put more on, you take some off. That's the way making a record is. It's the same as doing a painting. Well, the difference between someone who has preconceived, composed notions of what they want to do and someone who's asking you to add in your own ingredients. I've really shifted between those two. For example, Frank Zappa had exactly in mind what he wanted you to do, and he just simply wanted you to play it correctly and consistently. David Bowie, just the opposite. He didn't know exactly what he wanted you to do, just come up with something, Trent Reznor, when I play with Trent Reznor and Nine Inch Nails records, it's the same as the Bowie method. He just wants me to just think out of the box and do whatever comes to mind, and he'll take what he likes from it. When I worked with Paul Simon, just the opposite. Paul would be, no, I want you to play a C chord. I want you to strum it just like this. Very methodical, and, it just depends on, I suppose it depends on the artist. Now, for myself, being a composer of this new piece called E, I wanted something kind of in between. So I show Eric and Julie everything they need to know, and then I say, now, show me what you would do with this. Take it somewhere yourself. And I kind of guide them gently along that, because that's really what I would like, is that kind of marriage where it's not all set in stone. It's not written onto paper yet, so you still have the chance to contribute in your own way. In case you don't know, for the last 3 years, I've developed a new power trio. The fans started calling it the Adrian Belew Power Trio on the website, so we just went with that. It started when I met Eric and Julie Slick. They were both 19 years old. They were graduates of the School of Rock in Philadelphia. I went to the School of Rock to do a seminar for their current students, and the founder of the school, Paul Green, said, well, while you're here, we want you to play with these two guys. They are the best students we've ever had. Turns out it's Eric Slick and his sister Julie Slick. Eric plays drums, Julie plays bass. They've been playing since they were little kids in their living room. Their fathers and mothers surrounded them with vinyl records and lots of guitars and gear, and they just have practiced and played together for so long. Somewhere along the line, their father said, hey, why don't you listen to this band, King Crimson? How about this band, Talking Heads? How about this guy, David Bowie? What about this guy, Frank Zappa? All the records that I had been a part of. So their education really is my music to some degree, or music that I've been a part of. And that's why when I first heard them play, first of all, they're incredible players for their age, or even not for their age. They're just remarkably gifted and advanced players. But when I heard them play, I thought, I know this works perfectly for me. So now for 3 years, we've been doing everything. We've toured around the world. We've played Russia, Europe, South America, Australia, Japan, Canada, and all through the United States several times. And it's developed now to this point where I feel like we have something very, very special. Their kind of sibling intuition, where they can just look at each other and know what they want to do, combined with my ability to freeform and improvise over that, has made something I think is really unique.
So they're on the...
Yes, right now the Power Trio and I have, just before coming here to Sweetwater Sound, we finished the early tracking of our first brand new record, all new material. I've been writing this material for almost 3 years now while I've had the Power Trio. It's a piece of music that's in 5 sections. Each section can stand on its own, but it really should be taken in total as one piece of music, probably about 50 minutes long. It's called E, lowercase e, and it's basically kind of a big rock symphony done with a Power Trio. I'm anxious now that we have the bass and drums complete, and they sounded great, and they did their job so perfectly. I'm anxious to see now what I can do with it further, perhaps in the world of MIDI, adding some orchestrational things that give it a grander sense. But at any rate, E is the next project, and I'm very excited about it. It's been a long time coming, and we play some of it live and really get a great reaction, so I think people will like it. The next 5 years for me, I can only hope, will be a lot of touring, a lot of playing live with the Power Trio. I'm a big believer right now in where the music business is, with all the downloading and the free CD burning and all those things that go on, all the internet things. A real good thing to be doing now is playing live music, because that's the one thing that people can't replicate. If you want to see Adrian Belew's Power Trio and really get the full effect of it, you're going to have to come to a show somewhere. And if you do that, maybe we can even sell you one of our CDs. So I think live performance is what's up now. I'm also, a believer in the fact that I believe people have come back around now to wanting to hear players who really can play, not just a strum along kind of thing, but people who have really put the time into their instruments. So for the next 5 years, I hope to create a lot of new music with the Power Trio and tour the world until we're just tired of it. I also still am in the band King Crimson, and depending on what that band wants to do, I'm ready to go.